What are the Las Vegas Raiders going to do about the quarterback position? According to Sports Illustrated Raider insider Hondo Carpenter, they haven't come to any kind of conclusion yet. But if you listen to the rest of the media, they're going to quote-unquote be very aggressive in trying to trade up from number 13 overall. Jaden Daniels, Drake May, and Caleb Williams are thought of as the top guys, along with J.J. McCarthy, who's moved up lately. But it's not the job of those teams picking in the top 5 to help the Raiders, so they may have to look at other options. There's Michael Penix, Bo Nix, or they can trade for Justin Fields. Oh, there's Aidan O'Connell, who's already on the team. Let's make a case for him since he's already here. We know that head coach Antonio Pierce has a big affinity for Daniels, and we see why. When you're a recruiting coordinator and you recruit a good player, that affinity is going to be there. When he's from the LA area, just like you are, and he goes on to win the Heisman Trophy, that affinity is going to be that much bigger. Daniels made Pierce right in the biggest way possible. Pierce could have an affinity for O'Connell too. He made Pierce right when Pierce started him over Jimmy Garoppolo, and that move led to Pierce getting the full-time head coaching job. Pierce had a plan of how he wanted to do things the second half of the season so the Raiders could win some games, and O'Connell executed it. He did exactly what was asked of him, and the offense turned things around. The Raiders went from scoring 15 points per game to 20 points per game on offense. Of course, the team was more about the defense than anything, but the offense did just enough for the Raiders to go 5-4 with Pierce at the helm. Who knows what the Raiders would have done if Pierce stayed with Garoppolo. Therefore, he has to feel some sort of gratitude toward O'Connell. Remember the preseason when O'Connell was out playing all rookie quarterbacks, including C.J. Stroud? I know it was a preseason, but he was ahead of the other rookie quarterbacks and might have finished among the best of them if he started from the beginning. But instead, McDaniels didn't play O'Connell until Week 4 against the Los Angeles Chargers for an injured Jimmy Garoppolo. O'Connell didn't look too good, but it seemed more like an attempt to make him look bad and make McDaniels right than anything. O'Connell went from third string to starter. In the NFL, a starting quarterback pretty much gets all the reps. The backup gets a few reps, and the third stringer doesn't get any. O'Connell got better as he started getting those reps, though. In his first 7 appearances, 5 as a starter, O'Connell completed 59% of his passes for 1,365 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions, and a passer rating of 70.8. In his last 4 appearances, 4 starts, he completed 59% of his passes for 853 yards, 8 touchdowns, and no interceptions, and a passer rating of 98.4. What would he have done as a starter out of training camp? If O'Connell is their guy, the Raiders can get better at other positions in the draft. There should be enough quarterbacks going in the top 10 for there to be a player available at number 13 overall with a top 10 grade. As good as the Raider defense is now, if they can get a shutdown corner, that defense can possibly get into the top 5. They need that to slow quarterbacks like Justin Herbert and Patrick Mahomes down. I know there are others out there that say interior defense alignment is the way to go, but the Raiders are good there. Adam Butler is coming off a solid season. In 2023 first-round pick Tyree Wilson flashed potential there. There are also some that want to see the right tackle position addressed, but I say pause on that because Thayer Munford is developing. I thought he was better than Jermaine Illuminor last year, but that's not what the adults in the building thought. Either way, Munford will have another year of development under his belt. Plus, I like the cornerbacks at the top of the draft. Terrion Arnold and Kool-Aid McKinstry are impressive, but my guy is Nate Wiggins. That kid could really cover. But of course that is if they don't take a quarterback. Of course, all we've been talking about is the top quarterbacks in this coming draft. Keeping up with Mahomes and Herbert is a goal here, but does it have to be one of the top quarterbacks in this draft class? Well, I prefer a guy that can move and extend drives with his legs to keep up with Mahomes and Herbert. However, O'Connell went 5-4 down the stretch just like Pierce did, so I have to at least make a case for him, right? His individual play improved a lot too, so is it fair to hire Pierce and not at least give O'Connell a chance to come back as a starter? I've been making cases for a bunch of other quarterbacks to come in and start, so here's your case for O'Connell. Thank you for watching. See you next time.